So in this video, we will discuss the Basel framework by providing some historical context and highlighting the key enhancements introduced by Basel III. With that said, let's get started. So, putting things on a timeline, until 1998 there was no global banking regulation, as each country regulated its own banks independently. In 1998, the Basel framework was introduced and adopted by these countries. This initiative aimed to unify banking regulation with the primary focus on credit risk. By 1999, banking activities had become more and more complex, and as such, market risk got incorporated in the regulatory framework. In 2006, the framework was further enhanced with the introduction of operational risk, which essentially marked the introduction of Basel II. Following the 2008 global financial crisis, the framework was further refined into Basel 2.5, and by 2010, the framework was further revised with the introduction of Basel III, which is currently adopted by the countries over here. And in light with that, I would like to illustrate some post-crisis enhancements incorporated in Basel III, namely regarding new liquidity and funding ratios, along with a push for standardized models. Regarding the new ratios, there are two key measures, namely the 30-day liquidity coverage ratio, along with the 1-year net stable funding ratio. And in terms of the background, the 2007 global financial crisis has revealed that it was liquidity shortages and not the lack of capital that were a major cause of bank failures. Recall from my previous lessons that there was an over-reliance of short-term funding that simply couldn't be rolled over when liquidity dried up. As such, Basel III introduced these liquidity ratios to address such vulnerabilities. Now turning to the push for standardized models, it's important to understand that earlier frameworks gave banks a greater discretion in the usage of internal models, which sometimes led to lower regulatory capital estimates. Basel III therefore introduced limits on model discretion by defining regulatory capital using the formula over here. As you can observe, is either the capital estimated using a standardized model or 72.5% of the capital estimated using internal models, whichever is greater.